EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago their Steelers emerged. We're set as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go, again. Check three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
He's coming. We got double up. Check 43. Switch.
Right back to him on first down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. On 3rd down, Dobbins. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Check back. Switch it.
From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Easy, easy. Smooth. Hey. Check. 59. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. The first carry for the Utah man now, it's Joe Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Past the 20. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On second down now, it's Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Ready? Black 20. Low bell. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. These two. Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Check. No. He can't hit. He's not going to get me. Hey, alert. 8. Hey, Delta. Middle. Go back. We got motion. Back up.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
I'm coming after you.
On first down, Dobbins. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.